Mr. Pooperty. Hi, guys. What's up? We're going to be going over properties today, or as we like to call them, Pooperties, because they are not our favorite thing, but
we can do it.
We can still do this. All righty.
So the best thing for you to do here, because there's not really going to be a lot of practicing during this video, so best thing for you to do is either download a copy of this, or if you don't have this, then maybe take some notes on a piece of paper. Just write down like these little hints we have over here and then examples, just so you can have it for later.
Okay, so properties of real numbers. We're going to start with this one. What is that, Miss Benson?
Commutative.
I love to make her say that because I cannot. So that's why we do it. So the commutative property starts with a C and then has an O, which happens to go with changes order. So for example, two cars that commute from one place to the other. They may be driving and they may have to switch places if one passes the other. So they change order.
So anytime you see numbers, it can be two numbers or it can be more than that, but we'll just stick with two. Anytime you see numbers that change order, that's commutative property. So it's 3 times 4, and then it's 4 times 3.
And if you'll notice, it happens in addition and also in multiplication. So let's go on to our next property, which is the
associative.
Yes. And in the associative property, there are parentheses that move. Okay, now the way to recognize this is to notice that the numbers stay in the same order before and after the equal sign. 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. The only thing that has changed has been the position of the parentheses. So the order of the number stays the same. That's very important to remember. And remember that friends who associate with each other. So these two friends.
The 3 and the 4 are associating. Right. And then the 4 and the 5 are associating.
And this happens again in addition and also in multiplication.
Yeah, it just fell over.
Yeah, it fell over. So that's how that one worked. Then we have a very, very, very important one called
This is the best property.
It is the distribution property. So we have this fancy little wizard guy here, and he is the multiplying wizard, and he is wonderful. So one number is multiplied to all the terms inside the parentheses. The wizard distributes his powers by multiplying. So if you'll notice, he's got 3 little stars here because the 3 is on the outside. Then he's going to multiply each piece inside. For example, there's 1 cupcake under the 1 and 2 pieces of pizza under the 2. But his magic multiplies those. So 3 times 1 would make 3 cupcakes, and 3 times 2 pieces of pizza would make 6 pieces of pizza. Oh, very cool.
That sounds much better.
Yes. Then we have, what do we have, Miss Vincent?
2 kind of short ones. These aren't going to be so bad. We have first identity property. The number you start with is the same as the number that you end with.
So identity, it started with a 3, added a 0, ended as a 3. Started and ended as the same thing. Here with multiplication, it's 3 times 1. You end with 3. If you start with 3, your identity never changes because you are awesome.
Okay, and then we've got inverse property, which is like the exact opposite, which is convenient because inverse means opposite. So whatever number you start with, and we're still using 3, you're going to do something to cancel it out. All right, so in addition, you should always end up with 0.
Right.
And if you're multiplying, you should always end up with 1. So we did 3 plus -3. Those are opposites. They're inverses, and they cancel out.
And when you multiply 3 times the reciprocal, which means flip it over, 1 over 3 equals 1. Okay?
All right, we got one more.
One more. Ta-da!
Oh, what a piece of cake this one is.
Go ahead.
Okay, we've got multiplicative property of 0.
And just try to say multiplicative 3 times really fast. Go ahead, Miss Benson.
And all this property says is that anything multiplied by 0 is 0.
That's it.
Okay. The way to remember that is literally, it's just in the name. This basically spells multiply. It's close. And 0. So I'm multiplying by 0.
And that's going to give us 0 every single time. So those are the properties that you'll need to know. Just refer back to this for anytime you need a reminder. Okay? See you later, guys.